This is lesson 188, and today we're back in our country, which is well, actually it's the Menai Bridge. This is the bridge, and this is connects Wales with Anglesey, the island of Anglesey. Beautiful place, beautiful, absolutely. And this is the bridge that gets across. It does rail and vehicles, of course. The colours are usual colours today: the raw sienna, the ultramarine and burnt umber, and a weak mix of village and crimson. So let's get cracking and see how we go on this one, shall we? Move that out of the way and see how we go. We'll make it a. Let's see what kind of day we want today. We'll have a nice day, I think. A bit of sunshine up there. Raw sienna, touch on that. A bit of blue sky on it. There's some trees there, but we'll cover those. And I think we'll drop some alizarin in the bottom of that. And a little bit of cloud cover as well. I like a bit of clouds. That's the ultramarine and umber. This is. So I think the light coming from the right this time. There we go, just bring some of that blue down into the alizarin. We go down. And of course, what's upstairs will be downstairs, won't there? There was some the river here, or the Anglesey, I think it's the Bristol Channel. I think that's what they call it. And some water gets across here as well. A bit of sunshine in there as well. A bit of dark cloud showing up there, isn't there? Right, I think now we've done enough trouble there. We'll dry that. Right, that's dry now. I think we should put some of these trees in that's around the back there, behind the bridge and that. So I'll just pop some not detailing, but a suggestion of greenery around the back there. Some of the bigger brush in this, I think. Some comes across the top of the bridge here. Drop down here. But also you can see it through the arches in the bridge, so I've got to be careful here, haven't I? Should have thought about this, shouldn't I? Still, you win some, you lose some. But we're getting there anyway with some of this greenery. And a little bit of this sky colour down here now, just to darken it a little bit. The light's coming from the right, don't forget, so this will be quite shady down here. Keep it going some down the bottom of this as well. Just showing that the light is coming from that side. Get a few darks on that side of the greenery. And there's a mass of greenery starting from here coming down this way now. So I think I better dry that first and see where we're going. Right, that's dry now. Now let's tackle this side of greenery as well. I didn't realise how much green there was on this. Well, let's pop it in anyway and see how we go, shall we? I've used a number 10 brush now. It's a bit bigger, fiddling with that little thing. This pillar of this bridge is hidden by the greenery, of course. Thankfully. See, it's painted it, isn't it? I shouldn't talk like that, really. But we'll see how we go. Goes down here. Get the undercoat in, shall we? You can pick up different greens as you're going along here, and it blend in lovely. Because I'm sloping my paper, I've got a well on the bottom there, see? I don't want that. A bit different colour greenery there. Mind the building. So it's catching the light has come from the right, don't forget. You're catching the tips of some of the leaves. of dark in there now. This is the ultramarine and burnt umber. I like to keep a supply of that for the dark areas, really shady areas. Remember, this greenery is this side of the water, and that is that side of the water. So this is more. It's got full sun on it, so it looks a bit more colourful than the other side. I think I'll leave that for a bit now. See how we go. Get it dried. It's all soaking into the bottom again like that. Look. Clear that and clear that. Right, dry that. Right, that's dry now. I think we'll tackle this bridge as we're coming across. It's like a grey stone colour. So let's pop this in and just. It's not a heavy grey. It's a lightish grey. The arch is all grey as well. Must have taken some building, I'll tell you. Ooh, just imagine building these arches. So that's grey. It's grey across there as well. On this piece that goes across. And it's sure on there as well. I'll put a bit more green down there. And this house, I think this house is part of it, you know, because it looks like it always seems to be in water, and it looks like it's looking after the bridge. I might be totally wrong, but this is what it appears like to me. It's got a sort of a slate grey roof. Let's try and get a nice slate grey there. This is ultramarine and burnt umber. Just a touch of water into it. Let's see what we've got. That's it. It's not brand new. It's been there a while. I said they do about, I think it was 1900 something. It might be even earlier than that, I don't know. But at least we're having a go at it, aren't we? And I think this bottom part is stone. So we'll get like a burnt umber, but pale burnt umber. And some raw sienna into it. Let's have a touch of raw sienna in that and a bit of burnt umber. Let's see what you get, a nice stony colour. Don't forget your practice paper, make sure you're using that. You think I'm kidding, don't you? But usually I'm testing it out there. We'll give that a try. That's this bottom section this left-hand section, this is like a stone coloured. And that part was done white, and this front piece is stone as well. I don't know, nobody texting me saying, hey, you've missed a window. I've probably missed a building, but I don't care. We're after a picture, folks, that's what we're after. And not everyone in the world gets a chance to visit these places. If you're lucky enough to live in the UK, of course you can make arrangements to go and see things like this. But it must be difficult from different countries. It's got to be. So that's that done there. That was a stony colour. That this piece sticking out here. Right, they've got some mud down here, and that's the same colour, but a variety of changes in values. So a bit more burnt umber in it will give you a different colour, won't it? It's the mix. Try it over with a lighter mix, and then see if. Then go in with your darker. That's dark there, that piece there. I love doing things where you're not quite sure what it is. And see how it works out. It's quite nice, that. There's quite a dark on that burnt umber. I think I'll put a touch of ultramarine into that, just to give me a. I want it to be really dark. There's areas of dark into it. I love puddles. No dark bit there. If ever you're stuck in a pain, you put a puddle in. That'll sort it. Some water just there, a little pond of it. Some just here. Oops, sounds like a text. I want some browny bits round here, the base. That's dry now. Let's try and pop one or two windows in. I'm using that this colour here, this sky colour, just to try and pop one or two suggestions of windows in here. There's one up there as well. These are they're a bit shorter. I can't do it with that brush, so I'm going to try a different brush. Let's try this little brush here. This will do the shorter ones, won't it? One on this end wall here. Funny shape, this one. It had like a balcony here. So like this balcony, the underside of it will be in shade, won't it? I'll just put a bit of shadow under there. Not that wet. Add a bit of that'll do. Right, that's that area totally all right. There's all sorts of bits and pieces in front of it, so we've got to put some of them in, haven't we? There's sort of posts and stuff like that. So there's that burnt umber and some stuff like that. I'll stick these posts in. Two little posts around there as well. And there's something like, I don't know what they were, but they were sort of like rolls of stuff here, rolls. Put something anyway, that you'll know it's something, won't you? You're very cute, you lot. You don't miss a trick. Just trying to make them look a bit more three-dimensional. Comes down to here. There's a nice pole there, we'll put that in. Of course there's something around these stanchions here. A nice pole going up here. They're not being cured, they're rustic poles. So don't worry about that. A little bit of reflection down here. There's a nice pole here. Get off the picture. And it's got some bits of rubbish around the bottom as well. It anchors the pole as well. Right, I didn't see any people about on this, but I wonder if I put a couple in just to give it a bit of the human element in it. They might be working on this here thing here. I know I've forgotten something as well. These I wonder if I can put these in. Difficult to do these. Right, I think we'll have a couple of figures, shall we? Yeah, let's have a couple of figures. Brighten it up a bit. I don't know. Well, Fred. Fred for a start. He gets all over, does Fred? Pop Fred in here. He's talking to his mate about the cost of the toll bridge. I don't know if it is. It might not be a toll bridge, but he's talking about it. Somebody told him. Here's Fred. He's got to get through them windows, see, you've got to be careful how big he is. Got to have something dark on there, haven't he? He's bending down there looking, see what's happening, see. Something happening. Bow-legged he is. And he's got his mate at the other side. He's, you know, a dark brown jumper on for a change. Dark brown jumper, and he's thinking, no, what we holding here, Fred? What is it all about? What's it all about? It doesn't look very big to me. I'll put him some trousers on. I wonder if I put him some light trousers on. Be nice, wouldn't it, for a change? A bit of gouache, white gouache. Might just make his trousers nice if I keep off that brown bit. There he is. I'll put him a head on. Not a whitehead, no. Put my head on here just talking to Fred. Oh, blast. Talking to Fred. And of course what will happen is I start taking these things on and you don't think, because Fred's going to reflect in the water, isn't he? You've got to think about things like that, of course. Yeah. He's got some dark trousers on. So I'll put some dark on the bottom bit. Dark on his head. This bloke here, he's got a brown jumper on. So I'll put him a brown. There'll be a bit brown bit in the water about where Fred is, like that. And a head, of course. And there's some bit of white there where his trousers are. Right, that's them to it. We'll have to look at shadows now. I think shadows now would be helpful. Yeah. I'll dry that bit I've done there because it's getting a bit tight. Right, it's dry now. Let's see if there'll be there's a shadow under this bridge here. And it goes across there. Down to that. I might put a bit more greenery just there. It's a bit, some white doubly bits there. So well, it's just bits I've seen as I've gone along the way. I've got a little bit of greenery in there. That now get some shadows in. Right, shadows. Now this sounds like ultramarine and burnt umber will give me a nice shadow colour. I'll work from this side because I'm right-handed. This end of the building will be in shade, won't it? So we need to darken that. Therefore you probably get a shadow down in the water there like that. And this will be in shade, this piece here. So that's a shadow there from right from the lighting. So you're going to probably get a suggestion of shadow on that building there, won't you, as it comes into the water. You do these things and you put your foot in it if you like. That'll do. Fred will cast a bit of a shadow here, won't he? A bit of something stuck up here, and I'll stick that in. Shadow there. We've got a bit of a shadow from these poles and that. Right, I think we're getting shadow on this face of the bridge because it's coming from there, the light, and in those arches there. So we'll do that, and I think we're nearly there then. A nice crisp shadow there. I'll make a bit more of the water in a minute. And there's a nice shadow under there. One side, one arch if you like. Number 2 arch. I'll cut some of this out, folks, so if you're getting bored. You can just see a bit of arch there. That is a bit under there. I've lost a bit of that shadow there because there's a dark tree behind it. Let's see if I can emphasise it a little bit more. Just give it a bit more oomph, that shadow. You can see the difference there now. That'll do. That's that shadow there, shadow there, shadow there. This water's a bit limp. Let's give it a bit more movement, shall we? There's clouds and stuff in there, and that's better, I think. I know I've got the shadows down these, reflections. I've put the reflections for the house in there, but missed the trees because there'll be some reflections down there, won't there? So I think we ought to put these in just to finish the picture off. So let's slip a bit of greenery in there. down to there. And we'll certainly get some down there, won't we, down the edge of that building. But it's a bit darker than that there. It's quite a dark mix. It's a bit darker, the green there. See that? That's better. Number 10 brush I'm using it by, folks. It's not important, it's just that if you're wondering what I'm using, that's why I'm using it. And of course, just there, quite nice, we've got a nice paler green, haven't we? So we ought to represent pale green as well, didn't we? That's a bit of cadmium yellow. The way I got that, by the way, with cadmium yellow and some whimsical red shade. Now a bit more cadmium yellow should give me that light tone, which is just about here. That's right. Now that looks better. There's some dark there, I better put a bit of dark in that. A bit of dark tone at that bottom, that value. Just there. And I think that you'll not see it anymore at the top, because the top of the house is not showing. So I think that's about it, folks. It looks alright. I'll put a mount on it and see what we've got. And there's our Menai Bridge. Our famous Menai Bridge. And that's it, folks. That's it. That's it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.